I was born to fire and ice, to war and sacrifice, to the dreams of those who came before me. My mother tells me I was named for a woman who was both a Stark and a rebel, someone who changed the course of history without ever sitting a throne. Lyanna Stark. But I am also Targaryen, born of the dragon's blood, meant to carve my own destiny from the bones of the past. I have spent my life between two worlds. As a child, I grew up under my mother's watchful eyes, filled with an intensity that was both love and fear. I was her legacy, her hope. She would tell me stories of dragons, of kings and queens who ruled with wisdom and strength. She would whisper the names of the dragons she once rode, her voice growing soft when she spoke of the one she lost, Rhaegal, the great beast who died for her in her conquest of Westeros. But I was also a Stark, and the North called to me even when I did not yet know its embrace. My mother told me of my father, Jon Snow. I met him once when I was 3, when he reunited with us for a brief moment. I remember his dark eyes, the way his arms wrapped around me so tightly I thought he might never let go. But duty called him away again, and I was left with only the promise of his love and the stories my mother told me. It was my Aunt Sansa who brought me to the North. Winterfell, she said, was where I would learn to rule, not just with fire, but with the cold, steady resolve of a Stark. She raised me beneath grey skies and falling snow, teaching me the ways of my father's people, the strength of a queen who does not need a throne to command loyalty. And it was in the Godswood that I met my dragon. It had been my aunt who found him, hidden deep within the ancient forest. He was small then, his scales reflecting the light like frost on the trees. When I approached, his eyes locked onto mine, and for a moment, I felt something shift within me, something older than I could understand. His pupils widened, and in an instant, they were no longer gold, but violet. The color of my mother's eyes, the color of my ancestors. I named him Rhaegal, after my mother's lost dragon. He grew with me, his wings stretching wider each year, his roars shaking the walls of Winterfell until the people no longer feared them, but welcomed them. They called me the Winter Dragon, a child of 2 bloodlines, of 2 worlds. And one day, I will be queen. I will rule it not with fire, but with strength, with wisdom, with unyielding love. For I am Lyanna Stark Targaryen, daughter of Daenerys Stormborn, daughter of Jon Snow, and the Winter Dragon of the North.